This is the case of a patient with ischemic cardiomyopathy implanted with a single lead ICD. You can see one episode of ventricular tachycardia recorded in the memory of the device. You see here a sudden acceleration, then a stable rhythm inside the VT zone, then a burst is delivered with return to the initial rhythm. Three different single lead discriminators are available in Medtronic devices. The first one is the sudden onset. This parameter has been designed to discriminate sinus tachycardia and ventricular tachycardia. It is based on the comparison between the average of the 4 most recent ventricular intervals and the average of the 4 previous intervals. In this example, clearly there is a sudden onset, and this is more in favor of a ventricular tachycardia than a sinus tachycardia. The second parameter is the stability of the ventricular intervals. This parameter has been designed to discriminate atrial fibrillation, which is supposed to be irregular, and ventricular tachycardia, which is supposed to be regular. Any interval is considered unstable if the difference between this interval and any of the 3 previous intervals is greater than the program stability interval, which is 40 milliseconds in this patient, and this is not the case in this patient. This tachycardia is considered to be stable and in favor of a ventricular tachycardia. The third discriminator is the wavelet, which is based on a comparison of the aspect of the morphology during the tachycardia with a template which is analyzed during the normal sinus rhythm. You can see here the important change in the morphology, and it's important to understand that the morphology is analyzed on this channel, CAN to RV code, so a far-field channel. It is based on the comparison of the morphology of the last 8 signals with the morphology of the template, and if at least 6 of the last 8 QRS do not match this stored template, this is in favor of an episode of ventricular tachycardia. If you go here in QRS, you will see the results in terms of wavelet. The program threshold in this patient has been programmed at 70% for the similarity between the QRS analyzed and the template. You can see this is a no match for all 8 ventricular complexes, since all the percentages are less than 70% that define the similarity. So if we summarize, there is a sudden onset, the rhythm is stable, the morphology is different than the stored template. All 3 parameters are in favor of a ventricular tachycardia. That's why the therapy is delivered.